Hello everyone, I've just finished the epilogue of Darth Plagueis, and now I'm finished with the book. Not just the epilogue, I'm finished with the book. Difficult to believe it's at the end of all these individual reviews for the book. I do want to say though, I will probably do a compilation of all these reviews, and I'll do one more video reviewing Darth Plagueis as a whole. But anyway, the epilogue, it's pretty much just, it starts off with telling us that, telling us what pretty much immediately happened when after Palpatine's election, that he won by a significant by a much bigger margin than even the odds makers had even anticipated, and he took the oath to remove corruption from the Senate and bring the Republic back to its former glory, which many just can't roll their eyes at and didn't pay much attention, because every Supreme Chancellor for the past 2 centuries had said the same. When we get a little bit extra bits referring to how pundits were quick to weigh in on what the election could mean for the future, and that the fact Naboo have rebelled against the Trade Federation could mean other worlds could rebel against the corporations exploiting them, and how might the events of Naboo shape Palpatine's policies towards the Corporate Alliance and other cartels and stuff. Anyway though, we get to find out that's the reason why Palpatine felt such a tremor in the Force after killing Plagueis was because of Maul dying dying relatively simultaneously, and that having the will for the dark side to do that, and that he could only think it was only the will of the dark side that such a thing happened. And he also expressed disappointment that the Trade Federation's droids had failed, but he felt that Anakin was more important, that he was the one that had ultimately dealt the major blow in the battle. Anyway, he has a conversation with Dooku, and mentions that, and he's pretty much talking about how, and he continues to talk to Dooku about his dissatisfaction with the Jedi and how he's now left it, and he's trying to figure out, could he make Dooku as a servant of the dark side, and ultimately he comes to that decision. He thinks he can, and he says that, and Dooku mentions that he suspects that the Sith are intending to break down the Republic and reforge it, and Palpatine ends up saying, "Something tells me this hidden Sith may eventually find his way to you, and if and when he or she does, I hope that the alliance you forge will help us restore order to the galaxy." And we even get to see that Palpatine restrained an impulse to reveal he was the Sith, but he restrained that impulse because he wasn't too sure that Dooku was just trying to draw him out. And lastly, we get Palpatine's first, I think it's his first proper interaction with Anakin Skywalker, and we get to see how that he sees him as perfect for being his apprentice, that he would be the perfect one to turn on the Jedi, and he could exploit his satisfaction. And the very last lines of the book are, "As I told you, Anakin," he said finally, "we will continue to follow your career with great interest, and assure that it culminates in the ruination of the Jedi Order and the reascendancy of the Sith." And that's the ending of the book. Now, I would like to say I really have enjoyed Darth Plagueis. it has been a fantastic book. I am really happy that I am done with it, and I'm also really pleased with the fact it is such a good book. I understand why so many people say this is the best Star Wars, one of the best Star Wars books, or is the best Star Wars book. I would highly suggest it, but I want to make it clear it's definitely not for everyone. Now, some people are going to struggle with this book. I was barely able to get through it at times. So I want to make it clear, you will find yourself struggling at times, but it is a very good book, and if you can manage it, good for you. I would highly suggest it. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. That's the final time I'll be saying this for individual Darth Plagueis things, probably.